Sweet, sweet. Hey everyone, welcome back. Thinking about calling this maybe like I forgot to bring it with me today, but making a cup of tea and having it like a sip on your tea with like Yoyo and talk about some code. Last week we talked about Django and we had our special guest Jordan with us, and we were able to go over how to build a simple server in Django. Django, if you recall, is a Python web framework that allows you to build servers safely in a secure way that is easy to scale. And we were able to, build a small server. And today I was thinking we add to that and build on top of that and add some front end to it. And anytime that I do any work in front end, one of the best frameworks that I like to use, it's not really a language, it's just a framework that is based of JavaScript and like HTML. It's an open source framework, just like Django. And we can thank Twitter. Twitter is the software company that invented Bootstrap, and they made it free for everyone. So if we just go to getbootstrap.com, just like how we started off in Django, we go straight to the documentation of the framework or language that we're using. So we're here at Bootstrap, build fast, responsive sites with Bootstrap. One of the hardest things about building a website or building a front end to a website is that it takes a lot of time styling it. It's easy to, put a container, start off with a card or any type of HTML on the screen, but to style it and have it responsive to multiple devices, like a laptop, like an iPhone, an iPad, and things like that. It's very hard to style everything for each, size of screen. And what Bootstrap does very well, and it's built into the framework, it's that it is responsive on multiple screens. And that's something that we'll show later today. Scrolling through the website, let's go straight into, should have something called, the docs right here, the documentation. So starting off, we can quickly see how to get how to get started with Bootstrap. And it looks like we're gonna have to open a terminal, open VS Code, open a new sheet, and we're gonna need a CSS. This is how to link the styling. This is gonna be our fonts. This is gonna be the styling for the containers and the responsiveness. And it looks like it's gonna use JavaScript as well. Okay, and then it looks like right over here, if we scroll down, it even gives us like a starter template that we can start off with. So here, let's get started in let's get our environment set up and see what we can do. See what we can do with Bootstrap. Simply just start, make a new directory. Let's cd into that directory. And let's start a new file. Sweet, and let's open that up. One cool shortcut that I like to do, and when you start off with the HTML file, it's nice to do because it gets it set up for you, is HTML, and you go down to the one that says ;5, hit enter, and it gets you set up with the head and the body. Over here, you can link your style sheets, and then down below, if you have any JavaScript, that's where it will go. So let's go back and see how we need to set up our HTML page to get our Bootstrap working. So we can go straight into the starter template and just kind of get it. Is this better? And then I can full screen the other one. Sure, definitely. Thank you. So let's take a look and see how we need to set up our HTML page to utilize Bootstrap. Remember it said earlier that we're gonna have to link our CSS, and we link it right over here in the head. So we're gonna copy that. Let's switch over to our text editor. And like that we saw in the documentation on Bootstrap, we're gonna paste it in the head. Okay. And then right over here, it looks like we need to add JavaScript. This is the popper bundle. We're just gonna copy that as well. Oops. And paste it in. It looks like they pasted it in the body. Sweet. Right. And then let's complete this starter template and just put in this hello world with it as well. And let's run it and see what we get. Okay, cool. This is simple. This is very easy. We can do this on a simple HTML page. So why would we use Bootstrap? What's so cool about it? Let me tell you. Let's go back to the documentation. And what Bootstrap has that's really cool, something called, where is it? The components? Yep, it's called components. So a navbar, right? The first thing, one of the most common things a website has, or every website has, right? And if you do in simple HTML, it's going to take a lot of time to do, especially to make it responsive. Bootstrap makes it easy, very simple, and it gives you the code to do it. So right over here, here's an example of a navbar in Bootstrap. You have a title, you have a few links, you can have a drop-down menu with a few items inside. And then I guess this one is called disabled because it's not like highlighted, okay? And you have a search bar, a form that can accept a value or a string. So let's copy that. I like that. And let's add it to our website. Here's our text editor. Let's put it right here. Let's go back to our site and see what we've added. I know I have another tab in here. Let's refresh the page and boom, look at that. We have our own little navbar, a few lines of code. If you can see, this is a responsive navbar. If we zoom out of it, this is where we get back our home, our link, our dropdown, the disabled, and our search bar. Okay. Looks like we have an equal sign somewhere hanging out. Looks like we just need to edit our code, get that taken out. It looks like it's right here. Boom, we hit save. They'll be gone. After a navbar, something that you might want to add is a big, I guess, this is where you drag in the user, especially for making something like a landing page. If we can go back, check out more components that Bootstrap has. One of the ones that I like to use is the carousel. It's right up top over here. This is the first example of the carousel, right? I believe this one is a timed one, but it looks like it's not working on my browser. This one has controls. And this one has controls with indicators. Ooh, this one has controls with captions and indicators. And looks like this one just crosses differently. And one of the cool things about Bootstrap too is that you can combine these things together. So as you can see in this previous one, we've had the indicator, captions, and the controls. And if you see here, it even tells you right here in the documentation, add captions to your slides easily with .carousel caption element with any carousel item, right? So over here, you go down to the code. This right here is a carousel item. Right here, as you can see, they've added carousel caption. And this is the caption right here. And that's how they were able to get this caption over here. So let's see if we can do that and add it ourselves. Let's go to one and copy one that doesn't have captions. Go back to our text editor. We don't need this hello world anymore. And let's put this right under our navbar and click save. Let's see what happens when we go back to our website. I'm expecting an issue to happen, and we'll check it out together. Reload the page. Well, do you see this? It's because we didn't specify where our location of our photos are. If you look at the item, the carousel item, right over here, the search is where you would put the location of the image that you want to show. Let's go get some images off the internet real quick, save them to our directory, and show them real quick. I like to use this website called Uplash. I believe that's what it's called. Can this thing get out of the way? Sweet. Unsplash. Sorry. They offer high quality, beautiful, free images. Let's make our theme a car theme. I'm a big fan of cars. Most people are. And sweet, I like this one. Let's download it. Let's see if we can put it in that directory that we're working in. We called this Bootstrap. Cool, let's hit save. I also like this one. Great, it's in the same location. And one more, this one. Same location as well. Sweet. Let's go back to our code. Oh, there we go. There's our photos that we saved. And we have in our navbar, in our carousel, we have one right here. We have 1, 2, 3 items. Okay. The first one, we're going to copy relative path, put it in our search. Oops. There we go. Go to the next one. And we lost one. Oh, I think I did complete path. We just need the relative. Over here, this alt is the alternate or text if the image doesn't load correctly. So as you can see, it was just a bunch of dots, which showed up right here, right after this broken icon image that is automatically populated. If you wanted to have a certain display or certain text to be displayed when your image is not working properly, that's where you would put it in to do that. So we save this. Let's go now reload our website and see what we get. Boom, look at that. We have a carousel, we have a nav bar. It has our images that we want. It has controls right here, popping through our pictures. Boom, and yeah. Oh, so sorry. Okay, cool. Is this good? I don't know. No, still been stationed. Didn't do anything. Is it back to normal now or? On Zoom, it seems fine to me. I've moved. Sweet. Sorry about that. Sorry guys about that. Okay, cool. So yeah, as you can see, we got those photos up and running. And our website is responsive. See how that reacts right there. And let's go add captions to these guys. If we go down to this one, it said to just add a div under the image in the carousel item. We copied this right here. We go back to our text editor. And let's say we just add it to one of them just to see how it looks. Hit save, go back, refresh the page. I think we added it on the last one. Boom, there it is. That's really one of the cool things about Bootstrap. Another component that I really like as well are the cards right here. They're very good for if you're doing a bio or if you are like selling items for like a shop. Easy to have a bunch of these cards, images, quick links, just lists. One of the other cool things about Bootstrap is that if you are just interested to code, but this little tutorial was a little bit too much for you, they have something very cool called Bootstrap Studio, which is also a very good place to start if you just want to get your hands dirty with code and still be able to produce very high quality websites. If you just go to show you, I guess, the power of those websites, if you just go to Bootstrap themes, I said their framework is free. It's an open source, anyone can use it. But for really high, well-polished websites, people will pay good money for them. Bootstrap sells their own. As you can see, this template right over here sells for $50. More templates over here that are also selling for about $50. So there's a wide and range of websites that you're able to make, I guess, money off of as a freelancer if that's something that you're looking to do. But Bootstrap Studio, let's just have a new design right here. You can start off with the template. And what it really is, it's a drag and drop tool for Bootstrap code. So if you didn't want to, actually work with code to build your website, you can use Bootstrap Studio to build the website that you want. So this is your landing page. You can edit the text to say what you like. If you want to insert a different photo, in the background. You can do that as well. And yeah, this is actually a free website that they offer with Bootstrap Studio that you can use and pretty much build off of if you are building websites. And Bootstrap Studio, if you're just starting off, is actually free with GitHub Student Pack. So if you're just starting off, because Bootstrap Studio is not a free program, but you would like to get it, if you get your GitHub Student Pack, and you just have to be a student of a university, sign up with your university email. The process is a lot faster to get approved. Once you're approved, you'll get access to a ton of cool software tools. Canva is one that I really like when it comes to building logos and designs for my websites, or if you're building it for clients or things like that. DigitalOcean is nice to host your website once it's done and polished and ready to be, hosted. And here we go, Bootstrap Studio. And you get a free license while you're a student. So take advantage of that if this is something that would interest you. Going back to Bootstrap and building this, let's check it out with, let's see. Let's see if we can add more cards and interact with our website. I think I like this card right here. Just copy. Just like we did before, just go back down and paste it in, save. So one thing about our website, as you can see, oh, this looks like we need to add an image. One thing is that that we need to figure out is that this carousel is taking up way too much of our page, right? One of the things that we can do to style it is limit the maximum width of this carousel. Or let's see if Bootstrap has some cool things that we can do to make it smaller. Let's go back to the code and analyze the code. Seems like they only have carousel slide. Let's see if we can just do a quick Google search and see what Google says to offer. It has in terms of fixing that. Bootstrap carousel. Too big. And we're taken to something called Stack Overflow. As a new coder or developer, Stack Overflow is going to be like your best friend when it comes to, I guess, being stuck on a coding problem. And it looks like we're just going to have to add some styling. And like we said earlier, I just limit the max height or the max width of our thing. And if you can see over here, maybe it's too small on the screen. These are one of the ways, like I was talking about earlier, one of the ways if you were just working with HTML and normal CSS and normal JavaScript, this is CSS right here, and it's one of the ways to style things for different screens. This is the screen of a mobile device. And landscape size, this would be the screen for a tablet. These are all mobile sizes. And then these are like devices and browsers, etc. So we wanted to style it over here. Going back to our Bootstrap, going back to the head, we're going to add a style. Automatically close, sweet. And we're going to target this carousel slide class. And we're going to have the max height. And let's say we do 500 pixels. Sweet. I wonder if this is, yep. We save that, go back to this. Oh, I guess maybe, is it this? Maybe you don't need a dot. Now, so let's inspect it. Let's see what we could do from inside over here. So if you have Google Chrome installed, you can highlight any item that you are troubleshooting on the front end. Click inspect. As you can see, it's going to pop it up for you and actually show you the HTML that's being rendered on your page. So as you can see, this is the carousel indicators, carousel inner. So it looks like the indicators, what did we specify? Looks like carousel slide. Let's see where that is in the HTML. Carousel slide up here. Okay. I know this might be hard to see. Let's make this a little bit bigger. If we go to this item, scroll down over here, let's make this guy a bit bigger, hide this, move me out the way. Okay. If you look down over here, this is, I believe, called like the box model or something like that. But this is the padding. This is your border, your margin, and this is to change the position. So we just want to make it smaller, right? This is the size of our carousel right now. This is the height, right? And we wanted to have this at 500, but it didn't get set to 500. Ooh, look, it doesn't like that. Okay. Let's go back to the Stack Overflow. Looks like they did the class, the carousel inner. And yeah, let's see. And they specified this as important. I wonder if that has, let's do that inner, check it out. Yep, it's the dot. Sweet. Let's add the important as well. Boom. And let's make this 200. Test it out. Very nice. Can't see our photo. And it's probably because our width. Nope, that's not it. Probably because our images are too big and we need to resize our images, which is fine. But this is how, if you wanted to make the carousel smaller, in this case, let's not spend too much time on this and move forward. Yeah. we were adding the cards. Let's go back and finish. Let's add a row of the cards. And I think for today, after we finish the row, would be a good place for us to stop. Because honestly, once you get this, it's just building on top of each other. So after we finish the cards, depending on how you want to build your website. If you wanted to have, let's see what else is in here. Thank you. Also, if there's a special, I guess, or very interesting component or tool that you want us to go more in depth later in maybe another video or things like that, please let us know if something interests you. I like the alerts a lot as well. Alerts come in handy when it comes to debugging, especially if you're sending over some information from the back end to the front end and you just want to make sure that it gets there. It's very simple just to, copy like we did before, add it to our code. And then let's see. Oh, badges are pretty cool. Like if you had a shop or a store and you had a sale, you can have these badges next to certain items. As you can see, like you can just add the class to your div or to your header, and it'll add that badge right next to it. Some other cool features. Oh, this is the breadcrumb right here. So if you were doing a shop, for example, if that's going to be our running example, this could be like the department. This could be, let's say if you're like clothes, like this could be like pants. And then this could be for like, you get the idea, it's the breadcrumb. Buttons group, this is another favorite one of mine. If you have buttons and like if you want to customize your navbar or just have, buttons are always usually near each other. If you think of Facebook, like, comment, things like that. And yeah. And that's Bootstrap. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to reach out to me. One of the very good ways also to reach out to me is on LinkedIn. This is my profile if you'd like to reach out to me. If you have any questions about a project that you're working on or something that you're interested about, let's see, how can I get my username from here? Here it is right here. They have us on Twitch channel. Drop it in. If you're interested in coding and you're sure. But yeah, if you're interested in coding, oh, okay, I'll do both. Let's do both. But yeah, if you're interested in starting a code, but you want to talk to someone or you just need help getting started, please reach out to me. I would love to connect with you. I'd love to talk to you. Sorry, let me just pause this for 1 sec. And here we go. Oh, I gotta sign up. Oh, I'm already signed up. Just log in. No, what do you mean? Yeah, we'll just use the power of Facebook. Okay. I guess Jordan hooked us up and already commented in the chat. So please take a look at the chat and take it from there. Or hit us up on Discord and join us on Discord. I'm there as well. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. Please don't. Thanks for your time today. We went over Bootstrap. One of my very favorite web frameworks to build very fast and responsive front end. It has a lot of documentation, like we said. And if you just go to the components, check out the components that you're interested in. Carousel is one of my favorites. Comment down your favorite below. If you want to check out Bootstrap Studio, just sign up for GitHub's student delivery developer pack. Use your school email. It's a lot faster when you use your student email. And also check out what they have. They have a lot of other dope things that they offer. And take advantage of this. This is something as a coder, it's very hard to come by and very useful. Mailgun is a very powerful one. I wish I can save these things for when I finish school. So maybe also think about it like that. I don't know. When you get 20,000 free emails and 100 free email validations, let me know if you want me to make a video on Mailgun and how to use Mailgun into your projects and incorporate it. It's very good for businesses who you order something, you want confirmation email. Mailgun's the way to go. I was thinking about an idea where for sales, for car dealerships, they get a ton of emails, and maybe we could build a bot together to automate those emails. And Mailgun would be our best friend to do that. Stripe's another good one. If we were building a shop to take payments, let's say we're selling clothes, things like that. Yeah, and check it out. Definitely check it out. Thanks again for your guys' time today. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Looking forward to our next episodes together.